We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Lucas Giolito gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
So coming to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Mondesi. First pitch, 6-10.
The 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Lifted in the air to center field. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting second.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Giolito has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
George Springer the next to hit as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Headed after it is Mazzara. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Lourdes Gurriel. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette, and he has been, pardon the cliche, in fuego of late. Seen that average shoot up quite a bit over the past 8 ball games. Reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. Wilmer Font gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the keys to look for with this guy this afternoon, he's had a really difficult time getting people out with runners in scoring position. Over 300 average against coming into this start. He's really struggled when there's been traffic on the bases, and this is something he's going to have to clean up.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Hernandez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Luis Basabe.
Stepping in, Luis Basabe, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Fly ball into straightaway left. Hernandez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So stepping in, Tim Anderson for his career in this matchup. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, errors are never welcome, but to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
An 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
The next 0-2. Ripped down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Anderson blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Now a throw homeward is offline. My goodness.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Make a good pitch right here and get your offense back in the dugout after only giving up 1 run.
There's a line drive base hit to left field. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just...
Font playing here in his age 29 season. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Popped him up. Perez shading to his right, and that's the 3rd out. Sox get, and up steps Salvador Perez. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series.
Salvador Perez.
Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Mazara's under it. 1 out.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Engel calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Batting eighth, the right fielder.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. He went deep in the contest last night. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Brandon Drury will bat next. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hard on the ground towards short. Anderson brings it in. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. But the Jays are able to tie things up thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, all even at 1 apiece. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Nomar Mazara.
The right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
First pitch on its way. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Chopped on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting eighth, the second baseman.
At the plate, Danny Mendick. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. 0-1 the count. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Skied down the left field line. In there, a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. So with the runner safely at third with 1 away, there you get a look at the team leaders in 3 base hits. And as of this moment, they're currently tied for second in that department. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Now batting.
So here's Yoan Moncada. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. We've played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Adalberto Mondesi. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Dylan Cease is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 84, Dylan Cease.
0-1, here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. So one away in the Toronto third. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Now batting.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Standing in now, Bo Bichette, as he lifts it in the air to right field. In comes Mazzara. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Stepping in for the Jays, Salvador Perez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Looking to minimize the damage here. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Jays are out in front 2-1. At the plate, Luis Basabe flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0. For 1 so far. And the pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Anderson. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Short, hit hard. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
The Blue Jays have elected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
And the batter rules
So
out.
bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 2-1. Striding into the box, Teoscar Hernandez as we begin the top of the 4th.
Teoscar Hernandez.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Moncada is there. 1 down. Ready now, Rendell Gritchick. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Brandon Drury.
At the plate now, Brandon Drury as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Jays have opened it up now to 4-1.
Not shocked by that swing right there. An absolute bomb. You can tell this offense was kind of salivating to get to home plate. His presence on the mound right now leaves a lot to be desired.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season as they stretch the lead to 5-1. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir
Line
Guerrero
hard,
Jr.
but this is a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
George Springer.
2 are gone now, and the Blue Jays have for the fourth, and that brings in George Springer. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, sometimes runs come in bunches, and that's definitely the case in this inning. That's three, count them, 3 home runs in this frame alone. 4 for the game. Did someone throw a home run derby they didn't tell me about? Sure looks that way.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the White Sox 1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning.
Jose Abreu.
First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Weekly hit to third. He's got it. And there's one down now. So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, the switch hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Now the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
The 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. On the run is Hernandez. And they can't run it down. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Now in the box, Danny Mendick. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat.
Hopefully that triple is the kick he needed to get him out of this slump. Got to feel real good to hit one hard and be able to run like that.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Now batting.
Into the box, Adam Engel. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he's safe.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all over the yard, and they still have the lead. Sometimes you win despite your defense instead of because of it, but they can't keep doing this and expect to be successful.
No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. White Sox will strand 3. They're down 7-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Moncada gloves it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting. The left fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Teoscar Hernandez. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Hernandez is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
The right fielder, number 15.
Into the box now, Randall Grichuk. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First offering on its way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Oh, 2, here it is. Hard on the ground towards short. Anderson picks it up to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're on top 7-1. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The batter, number 7. Good job.
Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Edwin Encarnacion now. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. No balls and a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bounce towards the second baseman. Mondesi picks it up. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next is the
So a man at third here with two gone, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he will make it to the bag, a step ahead of the runner, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Jays lead it 7-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and into bat next it'll be Brandon Drury. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Hit out towards second. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, the third base.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. pulled high in the air out to left field. Masabe is there, and he makes the catch for the out. One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Here comes the first pitch. Now Springer belts one, carrying well out to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Jimmy Cordero gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Next to the Blue Jays, the shortstop.
Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. Stepping up now, Bo Bichette. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. One more look at the big blow for the Blue Jays. A 3-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the Blue Jays 10 and the White Sox 1. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
0-1 count and the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. slice down the left side, but foul.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. And it's 1-1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Fielded cleanly. And he will beat the throw to first, as the throw is high regardless, and I believe that'll be scored as an infield single.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Digging in, Danny Mendick. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. On the move is Springer. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that ends the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and up next the former World Series hero Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Racing back the center fielder to the track. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 14 on the season, as this lead got even wider.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
The right fielder, number 15.
Coming to the plate now, Rendell Grichuk. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Chris Davis will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Chris Davis.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up, barehanded for 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
The first baseman, number 3.
Digging in now, Brendan Drury. He singled his last time up. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on as a pinch hitter.
Hitting for Toronto, number 58. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Anderson is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Blue Jays on top, 11-1. Sir Anthony Dominguez stays in the ballgame after pinch hitting as he'll take over at first base.
Chris Davis. Now at first base, number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
So striding in, Luis Basabe. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Jonathan Davis will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And he pops it up back behind second base. Davis backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Tim Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Around second, he's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fouled off. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. Ready with another 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And this one is gone. A home run.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Jordan Romano takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Number 68, Jordan Romano.
First pitch on its way. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra base.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nomar Mazara is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
swung on but fouled off to the left. Still only one out in the inning. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Another one sent foul. Now another 0-2, and this is on the ground for Gurriel. Might get two. Reined in, and the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
That's in there. Base hit. One run scores. And the second run will score as well.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Yohan Moncada is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Strike two.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Yohan Moncada becomes the second out of the bottom of the seventh. Luis Basabe is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
So frustrating, D-Roy. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Looking to leave him loaded. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And an offline throw, but he puts the tag on for out number 3. So the deficit has been cut here as 5 runs have made this a ball game again. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Jays are out in front 11-6. Kelvin Herrera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41. Kelvin Herrera.
Stepping up to the plate, Jonathan Davis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Number 49.
Now here it comes. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. Tanner Roar will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. George Springer will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Marcus Stroman will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Here's a high pop-up. Anderson moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they breeze. Marcus Stroman stays in the ballgame batting number 8 and takes over in center field. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard back up the middle. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
The batter.
So here's Jose Abreu down the third baseline. Where this gets foul, it's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3:30 sign near the bullpen. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
2 balls and a strike now. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder on the run. He can't get to it. This one's down. And the second run will score as well.
The right fielder.
In now, Omar. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Popped him up. Perez has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready now for the White Sox. Danny Mendick. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Grandal rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they now trail by only 2.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Stroman is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Luis Robert is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit to third. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. First offering on its way. Swung on and belted to left by Perez. This one's deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
The batter. The left fielder. Teoscar Hernandez.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And he fouls this one off. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Number 23 for him thus far as they jump ahead by 3. Jay Spry takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Chris Davis is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed. It just pulled it a little foul. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform. A swing and a miss that retires the side, and that will all set for the bottom of the 9th. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder Luis Basabe lifted in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out. Into the box now, Tim Anderson. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Sometimes you got to pull out the ambush tactic. You don't know what the best pitch is going to be. 0-0 right there. Get me a knock to the left side.
And it's fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. And that one is gone.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
And And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Roberto Velez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 19, Roberto Velez.
To the plate now, Yasmani Grandal, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout because that's not easy to do.
They froze him on the fastball there. Yasmani Grandal becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Settling in now, Danny Mendick. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Velez, a 25-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. Fouled off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Fouled away. The White Sox down to their last strike. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
13-12, the final score in this one. Toronto scored a lucky 13 in this one. Wilmer Font takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Lucas Giolito only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.